Number 94 on this list is a guy who just won a Super Bowl at the most important position in football. Matthew Stafford comes in here at 94. His statistics over his career have been a bit all over the place at times. He's not exactly known for his consistency. Obviously, he threw for 40 touchdowns and 5,000 yards all the way back in 2011 and was only 33 yards shy of throwing for 5,000 yards the following season, despite only 20 touchdowns, which was kind of just a weird year altogether. In recent memory, though, he probably had his best season. I think, definitively he had his best season last year in 2021, statistically, at least, box score statistically, at least, despite still throwing 17 interceptions. Listen, he's a guy who's going to turn the ball over. That's part of his nature. But while he never had a season where he played every game and had a passer rating of over 100 with the Lions, he did exactly that in 2021. But really where things came through, of course, was in the postseason. Now, also worth noting, Pro Football Focus, who grades things based on film study, also felt like last year was his best season, but also feels like he's been a good quarterback throughout the course of his career, which I think is fair to say. He's had a couple of down years throughout. They point out 2015 and 2014, but still, these are good numbers. But going over to the play that I was going to talk about, there was no other play to talk about than the no-look pass in the Super Bowl, and this is why I think some people will have him higher on their own personal list, is because of just how well he played in this most previous postseason run, and of course it accumulated with one of the best passes of all time, in my opinion. The way this play works is there's two main routes that Stafford could throw to. You notice that there's only one Cincinnati player who can really cover, either one of these routes. It's almost like he has to make a decision. He has to either cover the deep route or he has to cover the shallower route. And typically what you're going to do is cover the deeper route, right? That's typically what you do in football. Now let's put Stafford's eyes on the screen because, of course, we have to pay attention to both of these two things at once because this is what makes it so impressive. Watch how you notice at this point, look where Stafford is looking. Stafford, if you look at the main part of your screen, not the Stafford part of your screen, you see how Stafford is looking underneath. He's looking towards the tight end, which gets the Cincinnati player who I've circled in black to step in a little bit. And that's all Stafford needs, is to get him to step in a little bit. So then watch Stafford, watch how he throws this without looking, which is exactly how he gets that Cincinnati player to get out of position. I'll show it again just to make sure you really see how well that worked out. Just a remarkable play from Matthew Stafford, and that is what allowed the Rams to go on to win the Super Bowl. So again, fantastic play. This is why he is so high on this list, or I guess not so high on this list, but why he's on the list in general. The reason why I couldn't put him higher on the list, even though I know some people probably would have put him higher on the list, is I do think it is still fair to say, like, listen, this guy has not had, not been perfect over the course of his career. Still a very good quarterback. There's no doubt about it. But there are negatives as well. He does turn the ball over too much. So little things like that are why, he is not a top 90 player in football. But you couldn't have made this list without putting him on there, in my opinion. Thank you for watching that clip of a better version of the NFL Top 100, or at least an attempt to make a better version of it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to follow me on Twitter, @Jackson Kruger on Twitter. You can check me out there. And if you want to see the rest of these videos, just, I'm going to post 10 every day. So if they're already out, you can search them for yourselves. If not, they will be out shortly. So just be on the lookout for it. Of course, don't forget to let me know what you thought in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.